the knowledge that a high priority defect has recently been identified in production for the Emerald storefront, the App Dev Manager sees how this unplanned work is negatively impacting flow. And with the submission of this defect, the work in progress limit has been exceeded. And, due to the high visibility of this escalated defect, it is all hands on deck to fix. However, this unplanned work is causing other planned work to back up. Using data, the App Dev Manager has a better understanding of the problem, the impact of unplanned work, and how to help the storefront team to get things moving again. So let's unblock the storefront product team first. We know that a defect has been reported. Working in Accelerate, we will investigate the defect work item, understand the status of the situation, and quickly move the fix through the delivery pipeline, deploying the updated software into the production environment. We start by checking the application in production to better understand the problem which is causing confusion with new customers looking to register with the Emerald application and complete their purchases. Returning to HCL Accelerate and opening the storefront product team value stream, the team lead uses filtering capabilities to locate the defect to be worked on. Clicking on the work item dot, the team lead can get additional information to investigate further. In this case, the team lead is most interested in the work item ID and the name of the work item owner. Performing a plain text search on the work item ID, the team lead can also see that there is a pull request assigned requesting review of the code changes to remediate the production issue. Switching to the swim lanes view and viewing by owner, the team lead sees that she is actually the holdup and needs to address the pull request to get things moving. In many organizations, the work item and pull request would be stored in separate repositories. As the Jira repo and the GitHub repo have been integrated with HCL Accelerate, the two related work activities can be linked together, showing these potential holdups. The team lead reviews the committed code change and closes the pull request. Through the synchronization with GitHub, the closed pull request, represented as a square in Accelerate, disappears from the value stream and the accepted code change is merged and built, creating a new deployable artifact. Switching to the pipeline view for the storefront value stream, the team lead can see that version 9.1.6 is now available for deployment. The pipeline view also shows which version of the Emerald application is currently deployed in each of the environments making up the delivery pipeline. Time to deploy the latest software and check to make sure it meets acceptable levels of quality in the dev, test, and demo environments en route to production. But before we get ahead of ourselves, the first step is to deploy to the dev environment. Working in HCL Launch, HCL Software's deployment automation solution, the release engineer checks that the latest version for deployment is available. Selecting version 9.1.6 of the Emerald application, they initiate the deployment process by specifying the deployment process to be executed, confirming the payload which will be deployed, confirming that all property value requirements within the deployment process have been satisfied, identifying if they want to run the deployment immediately or schedule for a later time, and in this case the deployment is submitted for immediate execution. Upon submission of the deployment process, the release engineer is presented with the deployment execution log where they can monitor the deployment in flight. Expanding the execution log exposes details of the various steps performed during the deployment, and displaying a steps output log presents details of what occurred during execution of the step. In this example, we can see that the step successfully rolled out and started a new version of the Emerald application container. And with a quick check of the Emerald application, we can see that the update was successful. Back in HCL Accelerate, the team lead sees the pipeline inventory update and that Emerald version 9.1.6 is now in the dev environment. As the various checks are performed and if quality is at an acceptable level, the next step is to move version 9.1.6 through the other environments towards production. Returning to the storefront team's value stream view, the team lead can see the defect work item advance through the various value stream stages with each deployment, from work to test, test to demo, and finally demo to prod. Another feature of HCL Accelerate is the audit log or digital chain of custody. As a work item moves through the various stages and is subjected to various levels of testing, All this information is persisted in the log. Clicking on the work item exposes this audit history, where the user can see linkage to the pull request, how long the work item spent in each stage, test execution result, which build the work item software change was first included in, and having quick access to this level of information can go a long way in responding to auditors. Now that the defect has been fixed and deployed in production, the team can get back to their other planned work.